Hi, this is Anthony again, and I left off talking about Pat. Uh, I got out of the car and I gave her a big hug. I knew she was up on Madison selling her body, so, and I felt really bad. And I apologized to Pat for giving her her first drug. And she told me that I hadn't given her a first drug, that she had experience with barbiturates before, you know, and don't feel bad, Anthony. That's what she told me. She said, I have been watching you in the neighborhood, talking to people and being high all the time, and I wanted to be just like you. And it was the same thing that with me, that I wanted to be just like other dope fiends that was nodding. They were the heroes. They were my heroes, And one time, me and Pat was together, and this pimp named Pee Wee asked me, can he have sex with Pat? And I said no. And he said, listen, I give her $50 and you get the $50 from her, man, and give it back to me. I said, I'm not gonna do that, man. You gotta be nuts, you know? He said, well, give me some of it back, man, because I really want to go up in her. And I like, no, man, you give me $50, I keep the $50. He said, no, I gotta get the $50 to Pat. Tell her I give her $50 to have sex with her. So, just before she had became a prostitute, he took her in the back room and they stayed a long time. But till I went back and knocked on the door. And man, what's going on in there? And after a couple of more minutes, he ran out of the a room and ran straight out of the front door. And Pat was in the bed, naked. And I say, did he give you the money? She said, no. So he he had sex with her without paying her, and I ran down the street to catch him. And he told me, man, quit trying to do what you were not supposed to do, man. You just got played, you know. And I'm gonna shoot your ass, you know. And but I didn't have a gun at the time, so I left. I stopped chasing him and went back and got Pat, and we finished getting high. That's all we did was take pills. But anyway, I gave Pat everything that was in my pocket. It was about $300. I emptied my pocket out and gave it to her. I said, "Here, take this, and go home, and let me take you home." She said, "No, that's okay, Anthony. Uh, I'll make it from here." I didn't know where she lived at, but after I gave her the money, she jetted out, you know, and I never seen her again until I seen her cousin, Coco, and he told me that she was dead, and I felt really bad. Pat had a child by Robert. Robert was my friend, and he was the one that was abusive to my sister, you know. So I never seen the baby. I knew it wasn't mine because we was getting too high, you know. We was getting high as hell, man. You know, man. The first encounter I had as a child with the police. See, when I was a little child, we used to catch the bus. We'd sneak on the bus to go to Riverview, and after Riverview was over, we'd cry to the police, which was a station on Western and Belmont. We would cry to the police that we were lost, and didn't know our way home. And the police would take us home, and they would sit around the house with my grandmother, and they would drink homebrew with my grandmother. But anyway, my grandmother had sent me to the store on Madison and Levitt. It was no, Madison and Horn. It was a drugstore right there, a small business square drugstore that sold everything. We used to go in there and steal our marbles out of there, because we love to shoot marbles. But anyway, I got on my skateboard, my homemade skateboard. I used to nail two of the iron skates. We pull them apart and nail them nail them onto a 2x4, and make us a skateboard. So I got on my skateboard, my homemade skateboard, to skate up on Madison Street to get my grandma to go to the store for my grandmother. It's an ironic story because it's another story behind that. When the police pulled me over, they pulled me over on my skateboard. I was about 11 or 12, and they told me to, hey, boy. And I turned around. I said, yeah. They said, leave that damn skateboard right there and run through that alley. And I said, run through this alley. I was right off of Madison Street by the big building, you know, and the store was in the big building, at the bottom. So I looked at the police, and he said, run through that alley like I told you, boy. And I said, no, I'm not running through that alley, man. So I picked up my skateboard, and I started walking towards the car. When I got right next to the car, I seen him with a 38 special, one of them 38 snub noses on his lap, you know. And I looked him right in the eye. I said, well, you gonna shoot me with that thing in the back? You know? Why would you want to kill me? And he said, boy, get out of here. You know? I said, I just want to know why would you want to kill me, man? That's all. You know? And I went on to the store. And I took another route back home down Levitt because I didn't want to run into those police again. You know? And ironically, the stop where he was going to shoot me in the back, I guess, I assume, is right across the street from where I was at when I was 11 or 12, was the same place my brother got killed at. We were in mass shooting in that house right across the street from him years later. You know, it was ironic, that this area had, it's a library sitting there now, had caused, had a predetermined future for me, you know. But anyway, I would in this video because I only go a few minutes at a time, and I come back tomorrow and try to shoot some more video about opioid addiction, and addicted to alcohol, and how my life had progressed to full-fledged addiction before I was 16 years old. When I was 16 years old, I was an opioid addict. I was getting so high, and to the point where things that happened. Now, I don't think that there was any sexual abuse in my family. My grandmother didn't play that. She kept a house coat on. She never had any clothes on, as far as I can remember, except when she won the Mother of the Year award. Ain't that a bitch? She won the Mother of the Year award at Presbyterian St. Luke's Hospital, Mile Square, for producing the most children in the community out of 5 daughters. All of my aunties are dead. My grandfather is dead. My father is dead. And my mother was the last one to die. But anyway, I'll be back to talk more about the opioid addiction. You heard a little bit about how I grew up and the things that happened. There was no sexual addiction because my grandmother had, she kept a house coat on. She kept a pistol in her house coat pocket, and she made sure that we were protected. So sexual addiction didn't happen, but verbal and emotional addiction did happen. Not addiction, but abuse did happen, man. We were emotionally abused by my auntie and my grandmother. They would call my mother crazy all the time. You nutty bitch and all this stuff, man. And it was really hurtful as a child to hear them talk about my mother like that. So this is not going to be edited. It's going to be my true story. So continue to listen and subscribe to my video so that you can hear my story out. And I'm going to tell you, it get horrific after this.